Today on the channel, we're back at it with another Mythic Legions unboxing. This time from Ilithia's Brood, we got a half giant. We got Decebalus.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mythic Legions unboxing and review. And today we got the giant Decebalus. But for all your Mythic Legion and Cosmic Legion needs and everything else under the sun, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15%. Oh my. Huge savings over there at Jay's Toys and Games. Plenty of Mythic Legions to keep you busy as well. Head over there, use the code Kyle, save 15%. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And it's Mythic Mondays once again, every single Monday here on the channel. We're unboxing a new Mythic Legions figure. I've always loved the Mythic Legions. I'm not huge into the lore and all the different teams and factions and be able to remember which goes where and who goes to what team. But I know a cool figure when I see a cool figure, and I've amassed quite the Mythic Legion and Cosmic Legions collection. I got a ton of them to unbox, and I think we could do Mythic Mondays probably for well over a year because we got new stuff coming in the future as well, as we do know. So a lot of Mythic Legions content on the channel. Make sure you do subscribe. Mythic Mondays is what it's about. But Decebalus, a big vampire giant. I'm not exactly sure, but man, he is scary. He is creepy, and he's a big figure. And you know this channel, we love big figures. So let's dive into it. Let's see what's going on with Decebalus. Oh, very deceiving is Decebalus here. Mythic Legions logo right there. Big window box. He's a big giant, so if he's going to autograph this for you, he needs a lot of room. On the side, you got the faction with Ilithia's Brood. I believe that one is there. 4 horsemen up at the top. MythicLegions.com, StoreHorseman.com, SourceHorseman.com. Decebalus over here, we do got a little bit of a blurb about him. Let's see what it says. The cunning and strategic nature of Ilithia's vampiric brood is well exemplified in their experimentation with the breeding and manipulation of bloodlines. The result of such experiments bring to mythos such abominations as the winged vargs and the massive vampire brutes called the Vorgr. A foul combination of ogre and vampire blood, the Vorgr are bred for blunt force and help guard the vampire leadership. The first of all Vorgr, named Decebalus, has been the personal bodyguard to Lucretia throughout her reign. It is now prepared for the ultimate honor of offering his service to the vampire goddess Ilithia. So very cool army builder once again. So you could buy multiples of these. That's one thing that I love and I hate about the Mythic Legions. I love an army builder, but there is so many army building options, as we do know. Off to the side, see you later, goodbye. That, boy, it'll make your head spin is what it will do. But there's old Decebalus out of the plastic prison. I am going to get him out of all this and the twist ties and the baggies, and we'll be back talking all things the giant Decebalus. All right, we got the giant Decebalus out of the package here, and per the norm, per the usual, we're going to start with his accessories first. We're going to start off with his hands. Looks like he's got two maniacal hands, gripping kind of out hands. He's going to strangle somebody. He's going to choke somebody. He's going to do whatever it takes to get the job done, as we know. But we do get two gripping hands right here for his weapons. So we do get those going there. Now, very white gray skin tone, of course, onto the character, onto the hands. Then the black fingernails here. Very ugly. Very ugly. That's what I'm saying. Those vampires need to take better care of their toes and nails. I'll say it right now. Right now. Now we do get to weapons here. We get some of these usual giant accessories. We've seen these with other giants in the line in the past. Get this big old weapon right here with the 4 different blades on the end. You don't want to be on the business end of this or this way, any which way but loose, like a young Clint Eastwood. And that monkey, that orangutan over there, whatever his name was. But looking very good here, and okay. I was thinking you could do this. Now, this will twist off on the bottom here, and what you can do is there's an extended piece here. You can plug into that, like so. Plug this into the bottom, and you can have an even bigger weapon here. So you get a choose your own weapon adventure here with this one. Now you do get a straight up axe over here. Same thing does work. This connector piece, you can put it in here. This does screw off on the bottom as well. So you get a choose your own adventure, choose your own length adventure, choose your own giant adventure. But both very medieval, very dangerous weapons here. Big old axe here and a big old four corners axe on this one. Very cool, very evil, very tough. You don't want to be on the business end, like I said. But now, Decebalus is out of the package here. And we're going to dive in and we're going to start with the head on this one. Looking almost like a more mutated Nosferatu is what he looks like in the face. Get those big old bat wing ears going on. The white, big old white eyes with the red around them. Looking extra creepy. And then you got the fangs coming down in the front. These aren't your traditional Bela Lugosi fangs, which I guess he didn't even show his fangs in those movies. How about Christopher Lee? It's not those kind of fangs with the fangs coming down. It's just more monstrous, I guess is what we'll say. Sticking out of his face at all times. Of course, no jaw articulation or anything like that. But very whitish gray. Even got some veins in the head. Just an ugly individual. I hope I don't offend him. But a very ugly individual here. He is bare up top. Nothing going on. You do got 2 holes in his back. So, of course, with Mythic Legions, customization runs wild like Hulkamania back in 1988 is what happens here. So you can customize this. You can put some shoulder gauntlets on here. You can put some wings on here. There's a lot you could do to make this guy different if you're army building as well. So you do have that option. He does got some forearm guards over here around the wrist and forearms. Talked about his hands there. Those ugly black nails. Very, very creepy. This is a vampire that works out, though. His abs, right on point. He's dialing in his diet. He's eating salmon. He's eating chicken. He's eating oatmeal for carbs. He's doing the right thing. He's putting the work in. That's what he's doing. This vampire putting in the work. Shout out to him. Now, articulation, arm's going to go all the way around for us here. You do get a single jointed elbow. You do get the side to side. You do get the hands back and forth. Removable. Head back and forth, up and down, side to side. You do get waist articulation. You do get the legs. You get the big old vampire splits there, of course. Legs do go up. Single jointed knee, a little side to side. Ankles back and forth, side to side, up and down. Our usual Mythic Legion articulation. And, of course, they always have the warning note in the package saying, hey, heat up the joints. It'll break if you don't. So that's always the watch out there. Looking at the bottom half of this guy is where it gets a little bit more interesting, a little bit more detail, of course. You do get that evenly won European Vampire Championship here. Yes, he won it in the caves of Europe is where he did come away with this one. Nobody's been able to take this belt away from him, but does look very, very nice. Even got some bones hanging down from that belt and some other flaps in plastic here. He does got that Eternia-style loincloth underneath, not just for Eternia anymore. The vampires have said, you know what, we're into that. It's got the fur going on. Looks like he cut it off a bear. Then we do get some leather straps hanging down here. Probably pleather, but you know what I mean. But they got the bendy wire in them, so you can move these around. Got a little buckle down here at the bottom. Looking very, very cool. Looking something different here, but a little extra pizzazz for this guy down low. Got 3 different strands here. And, of course, that turns all the way around to a lower half cape. Now, usually the capes are up here. Old Billy D. Lando-style cape season running wild. But in a power move in the vampire army, he put the cape down low, turned it into a skirt. Very, very wild move. And once again, you do get, of course, the wire in this cape. Lower cape, I guess. So you can move it around, bend it around, do whatever you want. Not sure if this guy can fly. I guess use it up to your imagination. Maybe he can fly. A giant flying through the sky. But it does look cool, and it would look really cool flapping in the wind, I am sure. Got that loincloth off the back. And, of course, it's got those big old boots with, of course, Terry Steinbach shin guards. You got to have those shin guards like a young Terry Steinbach. Shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, Terry Steinbach. I am shedding like crazy here from that loincloth, so we are losing pieces left and right. Once again, as usual, your mileage may vary. But this guy is big. He's bad. I'm not sure if he's quite nationwide. I'm not sure. I haven't found out. Might have to check with Dusty Hill. Well, I can't check with Dusty Hill anymore, can I guess? I guess I'll have to go to Frank Beard and Billy Gibbons is where I'll have to stay. But he is very cool, very menacing, very evil. That's what I'm going to say about this one. Very evil. But he does look good, and he's going to look good with the rest of the vampires kind of in the back. Like, holy cow, they got quite the army. They got the girl leading the charge. Alithia, of course. Got some other vampires flying around. Just very, very cool here as we start building out our armies in the Mythic Legions. Of course, I do got another ogre giant over here, so you can kind of see some comparisons. Obviously, same height, same body. Got to get the most out of your molds. We know how that goes. Use the same body, put different accessories on it, different heads, and voila! new figure. This one, I believe, had multiple heads you could use. This one only came with one head, so this is your option. This is the way it's got to be. I do got a regular-sized Mythic Legions figure right here, just for comparison. You can kind of see, hey, this is your standard-sized figure. This is what a giant is next to these guys. So for those that were wondering that question there. But very, very cool old Decebalus. I don't know. We'll see where he goes from there, but I'm here for it. I'm here for more Mythic Legions, and hopefully you are too, as next Monday we'll have another Mythic Legions video. Of course, more Mythic Legions on Patreon. You get those videos early, of course, you guys do know. But let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments. You picked this one up. Is this on your long game? Was it an easy pass? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you, of course, like I said, on Patreon, including early access to the Mythic Legion videos and other videos on both YouTube channels. Also the best way to support the channel. Appreciate all the support over there. ProWrestlingTees.com. Pick up a t-shirt. Search Kyle Peterson. My book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Class Superstar Series. Available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Kindle version available now. And then, of course, don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads. And on Instagram. So for a little vampire action and a little Mythic Legions, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.